Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Matt and you're watching Matt Modify Reacts. And today we're going to be reacting to the difference between the UK, Great Britain, and England explained. If you enjoy content like this, definitely be sure to leave a like on the video. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and give me a subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And always leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And without further ado, let's jump into the United Kingdom Explained.
Welcome to the United Kingdom and a whole lot more, explained by me, CGP Grey.
All right, shout out to CGP Grey on that one. He's gonna explain everything and a whole lot more, it says. So, once again, thanks to CGP Grey.
United Kingdom, England, Great Britain, are these three the same place? Are they different places? Do British people secretly laugh at those who use the terms incorrectly? Who knows the answers to these questions? I do, and I'm going to tell you right now. For the lost.
Clearly all very different places. I even know that as an American. I'd like to consider myself pretty cultured. I like to see all the other inner workings of other countries, whether it's from their food, their music, just the overall culture. For me, it's hard to think that people would want to lump all these very separate countries and nationalities into the same pot. I don't know.
This is the world, this is the European continent, and this is the place we have to untangle. The area shown in purple is the United Kingdom. Part of the confusion.
All right, so that is the United Kingdom. I can't say that I've ever, I'm not like a super geography. I almost said geology. That's rocks. I'm not a super keen person when it comes to geography, but I can't say that I've seen the United Kingdom in its whole like this. Pretty cool, honestly. Pretty cool. That whole area is the United Kingdom. I wouldn't have known that. I would have thought it was a smaller part of a bigger thing, kind of like how we would have states within North America.
Part of the confusion is that the United Kingdom is not a single country, but instead is a country of countries. It contains...
Okay. See, I just said that. That's funny. I haven't seen this video before, but a country of countries would probably be, I guess, a universal way to look at it, because I kind of said that before without saying it, I think.
inside of it 4 co-equal and sovereign nations. The first of these is England, shown here in red. England is...
All right, so there's England. I'm in the way of England here. There we go. So England's right. England's over there. See, I don't know my left and my right, apparently. So that's England. Okay, cool. So England is the southwest area of Great Britain, or within Great Britain, I should say.
Often confused with the United Kingdom as a whole because it's the largest and most populous of the nations and contains...
See, I just said that. I could see how it would be. I indirectly confused it, just by it being part of Great Britain, but it's very much its own thing too. Clearly,
contains the de facto capital city, London. Inside of it 4 co-equal and sovereign nations. The first of these is England, shown here in red. England is inside of it 4 co-equal and sovereign nations.
Oh wow!
The first of these is England, shown here in red.
Hold on.
England
There's Scotland. Okay, cool. Wow, that is crazy. I can't say that I ever knew where everything was like that. I know I learned it at some point, or learned it enough to pass a test. You know how that is.
Blue, and to the west is Wales, shown in white.
Okay, so there's Wales. Nice. Okay. Wow, Wales is much smaller than I thought it would be. For some reason, I thought it would be much bigger than that. Which, it only looks small. I'm sure it's a very big, very big country in itself for being so small.
And often forgotten even by those who live in the United Kingdom is Northern Ireland, shown in orange.
Oh, there's Northern Ireland. Okay, cool. Cool. I have family in Ireland and Scotland. Ironically enough, I have never met them, but I do know that I have family there. Wow, that's so neat.
Orange. Each country has a local term for the
Oh, there we go. There's a nice mashup. See, I'm in the way of England, but England's right there. I promise, guys. You see it. Okay, so wow, that is fascinating. That is really, really, really cool. I like how everything's just all right there. You know.
population. While you can call them all British, it's not recommended as the four countries generally don't.
Ooh, there we go. So Northern Ireland would be the Northern Irish, then Scotland the Scottish. Hey, Welsh, shout out to producer Dave Bowie, representing the Welsh, and then the English.
Countries generally don't like each other. The Northern Irish, Scottish, and Welsh regard the English as slave-driving colonial masters, no matter that all three have their own devolved parliaments and are allowed to vote on English laws, despite the reverse not being true, and the English generally regard the rest as rural yokels who spend too much time with their sheep. However, as
Wow, that's crazy that everybody really has such diverse prejudices against each other for various reasons. That is so crazy. I guess it's like how it would be for us. We have certain states that we know are just those states, right? You know, southern states get a hard rap a lot of times, and then northern states have their own, you know, the north and the south thing, you know, the war. And yeah.
the four constituent countries don't have their own passports, they are all British citizens, like it or not. They are British citizens of the United Kingdom, whose full name,
like it or not, I know that's a big part of it. All British citizens, like it or not. And let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys based on where you guys are. And, you know, let me know of, you know, are the things being explained accurate in this video? And then if they're, you know, if they're not, you know, let me know. And if they are, you know, it's nice to see the clarification of the things that that clearly are accurate stereotypes, I guess, in some ways or another. And I guess in other ways, maybe they're not stereotypes.
by the way, is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So where's Great Britain hiding? Right here. The area covered in black is Great Britain. Unlike England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great
Okay,
Britain's a
yeah,
geographical
so that
rather than a
whole
political
area
term.
is considered Great Britain, which would have England and Wales in it.
England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great Britain is a geographical rather than a political
Ah.
term. Great Britain is the largest island among the British Isles. Within the United Kingdom, the term Great Britain is often used to refer to England, Scotland, and Wales alone, with the intentional exclusion of...
Oh, okay. I've heard of the British Isles, but I didn't know what all constituted the British Isles. Okay, interesting.
Mostly, but not completely true, as all three constituent countries have islands that are not part of Great Britain, such as the Isle of Wight, part of England, the Welsh Isle of Anglesey, the Scottish Hebrides, the Shetland Islands, the Auckland Islands, and the Islands of the Clyde.
Oh my God, there is so many islands and isles. Oh my God. Shetland Isles. Wow, that's really out there, huh? Holy crap. And then we have the Isle of Anglesey. Interesting. Wow, that is so cool. I'm just dumbfounded. Sorry, guys.
The second biggest island in the British Isles is Ireland. It's worth noting at this point that Ireland is not a country. Like Great Britain, it is a geographical, not political term. The island
Oh my... Wait, so Ireland is not considered a country? What?
Ireland contains on it two countries, Northern Ireland, which we have already discussed, and the
Right.
Republic of Ireland. When people say they are Irish, they are referring to the Republic of Ireland, which is a separate country from the United Kingdom.
Oh, I've heard of... I used to have some coworkers that I did remote work with that were out of the Republic of Ireland, and that is crazy. I can't say that I mean, as Americans, we just know Ireland pretty much. We don't know a whole lot. I mean, unless you know a lot about, you know, Ireland as a whole, which I can't say that I do. But wow, that is so crazy that one, I keep wanting to say country, but clearly it's not a country. It's like an island. Wow.
Kingdom. However, both the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom are members of the European Union, even though England in particular likes to pretend that it's an island in the mid-Atlantic rather than 50 kilometers off the coast of France.
This is like... I mean, I'm glad this guy is explaining this, because wow, like as an American, I feel pretty dumb to not have an awareness of all of what all this was going on. Wow. Okay. Crazy breakdown of, a country and then islands split up amongst, upwards of 3 different people represented. And like, wow.
Off the coast of France, but that's a story for another time. To review, the 2 largest islands in the British Isles are Ireland and Great Britain.
Okay, so there we go. British Isles are Ireland and Great Britain. Okay, remember, we're gonna have a test on this at the end of the video, guys. Okay, so British Isles, Ireland, and Great Britain.
2 countries, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, while Great Britain mostly contains 3, England, Scotland, and Wales. These last 3...
Okay, so, and then the second part, so Ireland contains Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, and then Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, and England. Wow, I would get an F on this test.
These last 3, when combined with Northern Ireland, form the United Kingdom.
Oh my God, and then we have that. Then we have, when you put Northern Ireland in with Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, and England, you get the representation of the United Kingdom, and then clearly the Republic of Ireland is left out of that.
The kingdom. There are still many unanswered questions, such as why when you travel to Canada is there British royalty on the money? To answer this, we need to talk
that's a
about
good
empire.
question.
You can't have gone to school in the English-speaking world without having learned that the British Empire once spanned a fourth of the world's land and governed nearly a fourth of the world's people. Well, let's...
Oh, well, yeah, that would make sense, huh? Damn, that is crazy. Wow.
Easy to remember the parts of the British Empire that broke away violently. We often forget how many nations gained independence through diplomacy, not bloodshed. As Parliament. To understand how they are connected, we need to talk about the crown. Not the physical crown that sits behind.
Okay, wow. I bet that would be so neat to see in person. Just the architecture on that alone has seen more time than any of us could ever imagine seeing, like, wow.
Complicated legal entity best thought of as a one-man corporation. Who created this corporation? God did. According to British tradition, all power is vested in God.
Of course, definitely the God from Monty Python. I recognize that. I told you guys I'm a little cultured. I grew up watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail and Life of Brian and things like that. So I'm very embracing of European culture in all the ways. So you guys are gonna come to love hearing my opinions on things, and just know that I do know a decent amount, and I'm always open to learning more, and enough of that.
Tradition, all power is vested in God, and the monarch is crowned in a Christian ceremony. God, however, not wanting to be bothered with micromanagement, conveniently delegates his power to an entity called the crown. While this used to be the physical...
Oh, so God dictates the power to the crown. So you can see, why there's, maybe a little bit of a God complex that revolves around the crown. Interesting.
Crown in the Tower of London, it evolved over time into a legal corporation sole, able to be controlled only by the ruling monarch. It's a useful reminder that the United Kingdom is still technically a theocracy, with the reigning monarch acting as both the head of state and the supreme governor of the official state religion, Anglicanism.
Okay.
Such are the oddities that arise when dealing with a 1,000-year-old monarchy.
Yeah.
Back to Canada and the rest. The former colonies that gained their independence through diplomacy and continue to recognize the authority of the crown are known as the Commonwealth realm. They are, in decreasing order of population, Canada, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Jamaica, the Solomon Islands, Belize, the Bahamas, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts.
Yeah, wow, holy shit. That was a lot. You remember I don't know if you guys, are familiar with the cartoon, the Animaniacs, where he would go through, I think it was like Yakko. I think he would go through and say like all the different like countries and stuff very fast.
Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece.
That's what that felt like to me just now. Wow. Canada, St. Lucia. Yeah, see, I know of most of those. Never been, but I've heard of most of these, or remember from grade school.
And Nevis and Tuvalu. All are independent nations, but still recognize the monarchy as the head of state, even though it has little real power with it.
Okay, so all of those still recognize the crown, but then it doesn't really have any say-so in there.
Their borders. There are 3 further entities that belong to the crown, and these are the crown dependencies: the Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey.
Okay. Wow, it's like spider webs. This is very complicated. Wow. Huh.
Like the Commonwealth realm, they are not considered independent nations, but are granted local autonomy by the Crown and British citizenship by the United Kingdom. Though the UK does reserve the right to overrule the laws of their local assemblies.
I'm just dumbfounded by all of this. It's so intricate to me. The lines that are drawn in what was, clearly once one country or one island that is, separated amongst so many different cultures, so many different, what's the word I'm looking for? Just nationalities. And then so many of them acknowledge the same things, but then some of them the same things, but very differently. It is so fascinating.
Are we done now? Almost, but not quite.
Okay.
There are still a couple of loose threads, such
wait, there's more.
as this place, the tiny city of Gibraltar on the southern coast of Spain, famous for its rock, its monkeys, and for causing diplomatic tension between the United Kingdom and Spain.
Uh-oh.
About the Falkland Islands, which caused so much tension between the United Kingdom and Argentina that they went to war over them.
Oh my God. Everybody's always going to war, man.
These places belong in the last group of crown properties known as British Overseas Territories. But
British Overseas Territories. God, there's so much classification of stuff. Like, I just feel so stupid that I don't know all of this. Do any of you, ladies and gentlemen, out of the UK and Great Britain and England and all the places that we're covering in here, are you guys versed in this kind of stuff? Do you guys get this kind of information in your schooling? And you guys obviously have more reason to know this stuff than just obviously an American. But do you guys know this information, or is this information also just equally as just mind-blowing at minimum? Just it is so much to take in.
their former name, Crown Colonies, gives away their origin. They are the last vestiges of the British Empire. Unlike the Commonwealth realm, they have not become independent nations and continue to rely on the United Kingdom for military and sometimes economic assistance. Like the Crown dependencies, everyone born within their borders is a British citizen.
So they do kind of rely on things involving the crown, but then not so much.
The crown colonies are, in decreasing order of population, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Gibraltar, the British Virgin Islands,
Here we go again.
Andakelia, Anguilla, St. Helena, the Ascension Islands,
Cameroon, Congo, Zaire,
Vicuna, Montserrat, the British Indian Ocean Territory, the South
Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau,
South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands, the Falkland Islands, the British Antarctic Territory, and the Pitcairn Islands.
Good God. Again, these are all going to be on the test at the end of the video, guys. You'll just pick out where they are. We'll remove the names, and then you'll just... I'm kidding. Wow, that is nuts. That is absolutely crazy.
For our final Venn diagram, the United Kingdom is a country situated on the British Isles and is part of the crown, which is controlled by the monarchy.
Okay, so here we go again. We got another... I appreciate CGP Gray for giving us these diagrams, because I don't know how in my head I would make sense out of any of this. So the visual diagrams definitely help.
Also part of the crown and the British Isles are the crown dependencies. The independent nation...
Oh, don't forget about the crown dependencies. guys, make sure, don't forget about your crown dependencies. They're important. You know, I mean, they cover, you know, the Isle of Man and, Guernsey and Jersey.
Of the former empire that still recognize the crown are the Commonwealth realm. And
Okay, so there's the Commonwealth realm. I missed when he was saying that earlier. So that was all of Canada and Australia and everything. Okay. And then the British overseas territories. Damn. That is a lot of places that fall into these areas. And then the crown still covers all of those with the exception of the Republic of Ireland. I don't know if he ever said as to why that was. Did he? I don't know. Did I miss it?
the non-independent remnants of the former empire are the British overseas territories. Thank you very much for watching.
Awesome. I feel enlightened. I feel like I learned some things today, even if I would essentially fail the geography test on what we learned. But I do feel enlightened, guys. I do. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. More reaction content like this is coming. Also, for full unedited content that is sometimes not too hot for YouTube, if you will, do have a Patreon available in the description for more of that content. But until next time, guys, I'm Matt, and I will see you guys next time on Matt Modify Reacts. See you guys.